Hello, my name is Muhammad Abdullah. I'm a student of MSc Project Management, Ravensbourne University London. This is my final reflection video. In this reflection video, I will be walking you through my learning journey in the Principle of Project Management module. For this video, I'm using Gibbs reflective model. This reflection focuses on my individual journey throughout this module, examining the challenges I faced, the strategies I used, and the leadership insights I gained. Some key responsibilities included coordinating with team members, contributing to planning documents, and ensuring the smooth execution of tasks under tight deadlines. This was my first experience managing such a high impact project planning, and I quickly realized that my biggest hurdle were not technical, they were personal issues like time management, self doubt, communication, anxiety, prioritization. Also faced during my learning life cycle. What made this experience transformative was not just the learning or study, but the growth I underwent in navigating these challenges. While studying, I felt genuinely enthusiastic and inspired. The cause resonated with me, and I was proud to be part of something meaningful. However, that excitement was quickly met with my feelings of overwhelm. Balancing the academic responsibilities and part time work became stressful. I often felt like I was being pulled into too many directions. Another emotion I experienced was self doubt. I questioned whether I had the management capability to contribute effectively. But I engaged in simulation exercises and real world scenarios where I applied planning techniques, identified risk, and learned how to manage a project from start to finish. On the other hand, I was also anxious about using project management tools because I had never used it before. At starting, it was difficult for me to understand, but over the period of time, I became more comfortable after collaborating with my classmates. Now, I'm going to tell you about some negative and positive aspects of my learning. On the positive side, I gained theoretical knowledge through simulations and group projects. By doing group activities, helped me to understand project planning and time management. I enjoyed learning how to use Gantt charts and work down break structures for clarity in planning and managing tasks. And after these exercises, uh, I have planned a hypothetical event, which is a charity event, and I learned a lot by this exercises. However, the journey was not without its downsides. My time management was lacking in the early phase of my learning. I would get lost in small, unimportant tasks while ignoring high priority responsibilities. This created unnecessary stress and impact my performance. Despite these setbacks, the experience was ultimately enriching. The challenges acted as catalysts for growth and helped me realize the areas where I needed to evolve. Looking deeper, I realized that the root of many challenges I faced was a lack of system and mindset readiness. My issues with prioritization stemmed from a reactive working style. I realized that flexibility and adaptability is very important in project management. The concept of triple constraint taught that every decision affects time, cost, or scope, and the successful project is all about managing trade offs. I also discovered that emotional intelligence was a powerful management tool. By practicing active listening and focusing on constructive rather than critical feedback, I was able to engage more productive with the team that only improved communication but built strong, more respectful relationships within the group. Finally, by developing project taught me that the importance of reflective practice. Now, in the conclusion, this experience fundamentally changed my understanding of managing project and personal development. I realized that effective project manager begin with leading yourself, managing your mindset, emotions and energy before influencing others. The struggles I encountered with time, self doubt, and communication became learning points that shaped my growth. Rather than letting these challenges overwhelm me, I use them as entry points into personal reflection and improvement. By implementing better planning techniques, becoming more intentional in my communication, and seeking feedback, I developed confidence and resilience. Overall, I learned that discomfort signals growth. The moment I found most difficult were also the most transformative. Now, if I talk about my action plan, looking ahead, I have identified clear steps to continue developing as a project leader. The first one is time management. I will continue using time blocking and prioritization tools such as Trello and Google Calendar to stay organized and reduce stress during projects. Second one is assertive communication. I plan to practice assertiveness through public speaking, group facilitation, and participating in workshops. I will also continue seeking feedback to improve both my style and substance. The third one is the emotional intelligence. I aim to further develop my EQ by reflecting on interpersonal interactions, recognizing emotional cues, and responding with empathy and clarity. The fourth one is reflection practice. I will maintain a weekly reflective journal during future project to track challenges, success, and insights. This habit will help me keeping me grounded and adaptable. Last but not the least, leadership mindset. Most importantly, I will continue embracing the mindset that leadership is about enabling others, not just executing tasks. I want to build inclusive creativity and resilient terms in the future. This experience was more than a project, it was a personal transformation journey. It gave me clarity, tools, and renewed sense of purpose. I now moved forward not just as a student of project management, but as an emerging leader equipped with self awareness, empathy, and strategic thinking. Thank you for listening my reflection video.